Good morning, Enid. It is Thursday, January 26th. It's a cold morning. Whoa. Welcome to the show. We are so glad that you're here. Grab a cup of coffee. Join us for the next 30 minutes. The roller derby queen. Can I say queen? I want to give them all the respect as possible so I don't get body checked here. Is joining us for Good Morning Enid. We've got news, we got weather, we've got some sports, and we have a special guest. As you see the young lady in front of us, I'm Steve Keim. Thanks for joining us today.
Hi, I'm Jomara Ortiz. We're coming live to over 14,000 homes in Enid and live streaming around the globe via the World Wide Web. This is Good Morning Enid.
And it's time to rise and shine. High today is going to be 91 degrees. You're planning your day.
In Oklahoma State Capitol News, employees at the Oklahoma.
He's the board president of the Enid Young Professionals.
Good morning, Enid. Thanks for having me back this morning.
Full list of events, you can visit cnbcenter.com.
Well, it's not Brooke this morning. It's Kevin Brisky, general manager.
Just send us an email and we'll be happy to share.
Hello. Hey, Derek. Good morning.
Yes, sir.
It's Thursday again. You know what that means?
Yes, sir.
It's time to rise and shine.
I'm on my way.
Good morning, Jamara.
Good morning. I'm on my way.
Good morning, Brooke.
Good morning. I'm on my way.
Good morning, Enid. Thank you again for joining us for show number 105.
105. Can you believe that?
No. How are you today?
I'm good, Steve.
You're smiling a lot for the fact that you're... let's see, what was that team that you were rooting for last week?
I got over that very quickly.
You got over that? Well, I'm not going to let you forget the Pittsburgh Steelers. I am so sorry that your team was embarrassed last Sunday afternoon. But just in my little subliminal way, go Patriots. Oh, by the way, they're going to the Super Bowl.
And congratulations.
And your team is going home. So just wanted you to know that. So, okay, thanks for joining us. We try to have fun here at the City of Enid. And it's good to have Jamara and you with us today. 25 degrees out, folks. Kind of cold this morning. I looked out and I think I saw the Big Dipper. I mean, it is a clear, out on the farm, it's wide open space. It's clear and you can see all the bright stars. But for all of our friends from Vance Air Force Base, our winds are out of the northwest at 13 miles per hour. And speaking of that, we've got a studio full of guests today.
We do.
From Vance Air Force Base.
We do. We're honored to have them here this morning with us.
We thank them for their service, and we appreciate them being in the studio today. So, current temperature again is around 25, and let's look at the 3-day forecast to see what's...
Well, it is cold, Steve. I can tell you that. As you can see, clear skies on Friday and Sunday, sunny, with the high is on 55, but the low temperatures, I see a 28 on Friday, and that doesn't look good to me.
But it's January.
Yeah, as you can see, bundle up. It's going to be a cool weekend.
And if you're traveling, ladies and gentlemen, if you're traveling across the state today, we can look at some of the statewide temperatures. As typical, it's usually colder in the northwest and part of Oklahoma. Oklahoma's kind of like Texas in regard to just a wide variety of temperatures across the state.
Yes.
But if you go down to the big city of Idabel, it's at freezing mark this morning. Frederick, I've been to Frederick, but that's way down southwest of Oklahoma. But you can see the temperatures. And just north of Tulsa at Catoosa is 28. So if you're jumping in your car today, traveling across the state, that's what the current temperatures are. And I believe it's going to be, our high today is going to be around 41, 42 degrees. And it's really going to be in the 40s across the state today. So. Well, it's 7:34. Thank you again for joining us. We're just really excited about our special guest today. Are you a roller derby kind of? Did you do roller skates as a kid?
I don't know how to roller skate. That's my big secret.
I did very little, but as a kid, we did our makeshift surfboards or roller boards. What do you want to call them? So. Anyway, so we'll have our special guest in a few moments. But right now, it's time for the bow tie guy, Derek Silas, with the Oklahoma Minute to give us the latest news that happened overnight.
Oklahoma received a Real ID extension through June 2017. And Oklahoma natives and country music stars.
Good morning, Enid. Your top headlines are: yesterday, legendary television star Mary Tyler Moore passed. She was 80 years old. Statewide unemployment rate has been falling steady for the last 3 months. 5.3 in September, 5.2 in October, 5.1 in November, and 5.0 in December. Yesterday, the Dow Jones Industrial Average passed 20,000 points for the first time in its 120-year history, opening above the historic number. Oklahoma native receives an Oscar nomination for the movie Arrival. He will compete for it in February. And the Metropolitan Area Planning Commission has approved rezoning property on North Grant to general commercial. The rezoning is in accordance with the Envision Enid Comprehensive Plan. In sports, tonight in Enid, the Chisholm High School Longhorn girls and boys will play Hennessy at 6:30 p.m. and 8 p.m. They will play Alva tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. and 8 p.m. also in Enid. Additionally, tomorrow, the Enid High School Pacers and Plainsmen will travel to Midwest City and play at 6 p.m. and 7:30 p.m. and play Lawton in Enid Saturday at 5 p.m. and 6 p.m. Last night, Oklahoma City Thunder took on the New Orleans Pelicans. The score was Oklahoma City 114, New Orleans 105. Go Thunder. Tonight, they will play Dallas in Oklahoma City at 7 p.m. And on this day in history, in 1961, Kennedy appoints the first female presidential physician. Just about a week after his inauguration, President John F. Kennedy appoints Janet Travell, 59, as his personal physician, making her the first woman in history to hold the post. And in 1979, The Dukes of Hazzard premieres. It's a television comedy about two good old boy cousins in the rural South and their souped-up 1969 Dodge Charger known as General Lee. And that's the Oklahoma Minute. Back to you, Steve and Jamara.
Lots of information, Steve, as always.
As always. Thank you, Derek.
Now, if you have any pictures of birthdays, vacations, any comments, suggestions of your favorite team that's going to the Super Bowl, you can send them to gme@enid.org.
Look at the cows.
Look at the cows. They're not cold this morning.
They're not cold.
And I think we have pictures of A.J. Wells' cats this morning. Do we have any pictures to put up this morning? Here they are.
Oh, wow.
Look at them. Aren't they cute?
Look at Emily.
There's Emily, Edmund. That's a serious name for a cat.
You can tell he's a proud cat owner right there.
Yeah, they're beautiful cats. Thank you, AJ.
Jamara, thank you. And again, gme@enid.org. Just send us your pictures, and we'll put that on the air. So,
Yes.
It's 7:37, still holding steady at 25 degrees under a really clear, cold sky this morning. Winds out the northwest around 13 miles per hour. And as you're planning for the day, it's going to be sunny. However, it's going to be cold, typical January, 43 degrees. Enid, entertainment capital of Northwest Oklahoma. And who's going to let us know about what's going on?
Brooke will be with us today.
Okay.
Good morning, Enid. Thanks for having me back this morning. We have a lot going on as usual at the C&B Center. Good morning, Enid. So happy to be with you this morning. As you can see, we have the court down and we're getting ready for Harlem Globetrotters. That's going to be on February 2nd. We're really glad to have this group back with us again on February 2nd. We do have group tickets available, and we know there will be several groups from the community out here performing during some of the breaks. And then moving on, February 11th, we'll have Youth and Family Services Valentine's Gala. So if you want more information, you can visit their website, and you can check out details on our website as well, but we're glad to have that back with us again this year. And then going into March, on March 4th, come on down for the Price is Right Live. We will have several prizes that you can win. However, there's no purchase necessary if you do want to be a contestant. You'll just want to show up at 4:30, but we do encourage you to purchase a ticket because there won't be that many contestants, and it'll be a great event that you'll want to be at. And then at the end of March, on March 17th, the Newsboys with the Love Riot Tour. Glad to have this event. We do have group discounts available for this as well. For groups of 10 or more, you get a free ticket as well. So that's really exciting. For a full list of all of our upcoming events, visit our website at cmbcenter.com. Thank you, and back to you in the studio, Steve and Jamara.
Very good. Thank you, Brooke, and we appreciate that segment. But It's just
Yes.
amazing all the events that are taking place. Got the
Yes.
Globetrotters.
Very busy. We're keeping Enid busy. That's really good.
Good morning, Enid. 7:39, holding steady at 25 degrees on this cold January 26th day. We want to take a look at the school menus. Are they having
Yes.
school? You got 2 kids in school,
I
right?
have 2 kids in school.
Do they eat lunch, or do they take their lunch? Or?
Actually, I pack their lunches.
I know a lot of moms still do that. So here's what the menu looks like today: beef tacos, lettuce, cheese, ranch beans, mixed fruit and milk. I'm thinking
Look at
Friday looks a little
that.
bit better than Thursday.
Friday, barbecue sandwich with green beans, onion rings, peach crisp, and milk. What is a peach crisp?
Peach.
What is that?
Peach, as in off peach, as in fruit, apple, peach.
But a crisp, is that, I don't know. I've never had that, but it looks good, right? Yeah.
We hear it officially from our on-site chef that it's a cobbler.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I wish our on-site chef would bring us pancakes this morning. So, okay,
Yes.
It's 7:40 again. Thank you for joining us on our 105th show. And I failed to mention back on the GME at enid.org, if you have a special guest or if you have a family member that is coming to town and they're involved in movies, sports, whatever it is, let us know. And we'd love to have them on the show here on Good Morning Enid. So I think we have an opportunity to hear from Scott Morris.
Mm-hmm.
He's in Utility Services. And at 7:41, let's take a look at that right now.
Hello, my name is Scott Morris, and I serve as the Utility Services Manager. The function of Utility Services is to produce and maintain billing records for over 20,000 accounts and assist citizens with service or billing issues. Utilizing the latest technology, our meters are equipped with radios that transmit usage data for accurate billing cycles, which are billed monthly. If I can be assistance to you, please contact me at the number provided on our website. Thank you.
Now, Joe, what about if you're just starting, you're thinking about saving money, and
Good morning, Enid. It's 7:42 on this cold Thursday morning. Remember this name, Rock Her Pepper. We'll figure out what that's all about. Amanda Taylor joins us today on the set of Good Morning Enid. Amanda, welcome. That was pretty impressive, you skating in. So how long you been skating?
Almost 2 years.
2 years. Oh, I was going to say, well, maybe
pretty
20
good.
years. That's pretty good. Well, our special guest, Amanda Taylor, again known as your stage name or your derby name is Rock Her Pepper. Tell us about the name.
I like Dr. Pepper. That's pretty much it.
I should have seen that connection there somewhere. So.
I was thinking chili peppers for some reason, but that's just me thinking about food all the time. So.
Well, tell us about the Enid Roller Derby Girls. Last year we had some of your team members on about some of the events that took place, but you just recently joined, so you tell us about the Roller Derby Girls.
It's just a group of women love to roller skate. Even if you don't like to roller skate, you will love to roller skate. We are just now starting our season for the year, and women who want to skate. We go against other teams in the state, in the other states. We travel to Kansas and Arkansas, and it's a competitive sport. It's one of the fastest growing women's sports in the country right now. So
what do you think of all these bright lights, huh?
there's a lot of them.
Hey, Amanda, you mentioned that any woman can participate. How can they do that? How, if a woman in the area is interested, how can they participate in the Enid Roller Derby?
First off, they have to be at least 18.
Okay.
That's pretty much the rule.
Oh, okay.
They can just come out. Our next practice is on Sunday from 5 to 7 at Skate Town. And they show up. We can get them geared up. They can try it out, see if they like it. And if they like it, they can join the team.
Well, that's really good.
Well, and speaking of the team, I understand, Amanda, there's a state of Oklahoma team. Of course, there's the Enid version of the team. But then there's a couple of your teammates that represent Oklahoma on the state team. Tell us a little bit about the Oklahoma team, if you will. And who do they play? I guess it's other states?
Yes, there's this event called State Wars, and it's in Daytona, Florida this coming fall. And each state has a team that's comprised of skaters from different leagues. And back in November, they had tryouts, and 2 of our girls, Redneck Renegade and Nikki Sixkiller, tried out for the team, and they made it.
Sound like nice girls.
And and they're actually going to be going up against Team Kansas February 18th up in Wichita.
Wow. Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah.
Oh.
Now, where do you hold your events here in Enid?
Some of our events are at the Central National Bank Center.
Okay.
And
okay.
then our others are at Skate Town.
Okay. And you're advertised through the paper or Facebook? How can people know about these events?
We have our Facebook page that we advertise our event through that. And then we put up posters all over town. You can go to our website. You can find out. Then our first one is actually March 25th.
Okay, March 25th. Oh, it's on the screen.
Okay. And that was going to be one of my questions. So your next event is March, is that right?
Yes, March 25th at the Central National Bank Center.
I think you said just a moment ago that practice is coming up on Sunday.
Yes.
Tell us about practice. What goes on there? I mean, do you just skate? I mean, do you just get the elbows out? I mean, tell us what. I mean, you've got to be in the physical shape. It's obvious that you're in the physical shape, the way you've been skating around the studio, and you're not out of breath, so you are in physical shape. Tell us about practice.
It's 2 hours long, and we're skating for 2 hours. And we coach people who are just now joining, who don't know how to skate. We teach them how to skate.
Okay.
We teach them how to hit. We teach them how to block. We teach them how to fall.
Okay.
And then
we teach them how to hit. We teach them how to fall.
Yeah, it's pretty much like my first practice. They taught me how to fall, so you're not falling and breaking an arm. So like you have to just position yourself.
So with all the garb you have, I guess that helps you bounce off the floor?
Yes.
So it's really good to know that people or women should not be discouraged if they haven't skated before,
Exactly.
or if they don't know how to do it. Because I would think, well, you have to be a pro, you have to be skating for over 20 years to join, but you don't have to.
No, we will teach you how to skate.
Okay, okay.
Our special guest this morning, Rock Her Pepper. This is Amanda Taylor. And Amanda, when did you move to Enid? It was just kind of recently, right?
We moved here June of 2015.
Okay, so it was kind of recently. Okay. And your husband's involved at Advance, correct?
Yes. He is the comptroller commander on base.
Okay.
Okay. Now, Amanda, does the Enid Roller Derby Girls raise any money for the community? Do you do any type of activity to help the community? Or
yes, we actually, every time we have a bout or a game, a portion of the ticket proceeds, actually, we donate to a charity that we decide on before each bout. So each bout that we have, a different charity will get some of the proceeds. And we do volunteer work around town all the time. I remember last year we volunteered with Youth and Family Services, helping out with some of their events. And then a few of us, we go around and do volunteer work around town.
Amanda, is there, I guess when people see roller derby women, girls, whatever the term is, on television and they're doing all the action, if you will, is there anything that you want to share that would be clarification of the sport? I'm sure people have their opinions of what a roller derby girl is and what they do and stuff. Is there any misconceptions or anything about it? Because you have that platform right now to clear the air, clear the story.
Well, it's not like how it was back in the 70s where it was very televised, very dramatic and everything, but I read something recently where they described it as organized chaos. There are rules to it, but it's a contact sport. Like, you will get hit, but you just absorb the hit and keep going.
I see. So if you get frustrated with your husband, all you do is join the Enid Roller Derby Girls,
Exactly.
right? And then you take it out on your partners or whatever. Anything else you want to share? This is great, and we appreciate your involvement in the community about giving back. Is there anything else you want to share? Is there a number, a Facebook account or something? How can folks say, well, I don't know if I'll come to practice, but I want to find out more?
Well, if you want to just come and just watch us practice, we have practice on either Sundays or Wednesdays at Skate Town. And if you have any questions, just contact us on Facebook, on email, or if you see one of us walking around or skating around, just come up to us, They're just like they're just normal people, just happen to wear skates.
At what time is the practice again?
Our next practice is this Sunday from 5 to 7.
5 to 7. And Wednesdays as well, 5 to 7?
Wednesdays is actually from 6:30 to 8:30.
Okay. But they can request more information on the
Jamara,
webpage.
I've learned one thing. I want Amanda or Rock her Pepper. I want her on my team. I don't want to play against her, so I want her to be on my
That's
team.
smart. Yeah.
Amanda, thank you so much for being here. You get up at dark 30 to skate around and be with us here on television. We appreciate that. And we wish the Enid Roller Derby girls the best. And again, you can go to the Facebook site to find those things out. And we wish you well. Or do you have? Yeah, well, we can do this. Just don't break my hand.
I'll try not to.
Are there plans for you to be on the state team, or is it? How does that work? I guess people really tried out and qualified for the state team.
They have tryouts. It was down in Oklahoma City.
Okay.
And they had tryouts, and there's about 10 teams in Oklahoma alone.
Oh wow. Okay.
And so
It's a bigger sport
women
than I
from
thought.
exactly, it's the fastest growing women's sport.
Yeah. Somebody told me that. So.
Yeah. But yeah, a bunch of women tried out, and they have, I want to say, about 14 members, and they will be traveling and going up against different states, and then they'll have this big tournament in sometime this fall.
Okay. I want you to stay around a little bit longer, if you would, because I want to see Jamara in this in all of the garb or the gear that you have, because I'm sure Jamara looked pretty tough.
Amanda, thank you so much for
Thank you very
joining
much.
us. And as you can see, they're tough girls with a big heart, Steve.
That's
Because
right.
They help
That's
this,
right.
They help this community. So.
Okay, we
Thank
need to
you.
talk. Thank you again, and thank you for being with us this morning at 7:51. We're going to talk a little bit about cybersecurity, and we'll be right back with more Good Morning Enid.
So let's talk about why you should never respond to emails asking for personal information. Well, number one, companies will never ever ask for account information, credit card numbers, or passwords in an email. If you need to find out the legitimacy of the email, you need to go to their website and you need to find their number and call them personally. These types of emails that you get in, they're called social engineering, and they're part of a social engineering campaign. About 97% of online attacks are using some type of social engineering scheme. This means that it doesn't matter what kind of system you're on. Doesn't matter if you're on your cell phone, doesn't matter if you're on a Mac or a Windows, everybody's vulnerable. You have to remember that the final line of defense is going to be you. And the rule to remember is, think before you click.
Good morning, Enid. It's 7:52. And by the way, when Amanda left, she is a huge, I'm quite sure she's a huge Patriots fan.
Good, good.
So she can come back anytime, and we can talk New England Patriots. So, well, a real quick look at the weather right now. Again, holding steady at 25 degrees. It's going to be a cold day today, but
Yes.
sunny. The weatherman says it's going to be sunny and around 43 degrees for our high today. And the wind's out of the northwest at 13, so the bundle the kids up if they're going to be on their way to the bus stop today. So. Well, Jamara, this 30 minutes goes so quick.
It does. And now, if you want to know what happened overnight, here is the bow tie guy, Derek Silas with the Oklahoma Minute.
Yesterday, legendary television star Mary Tyler Moore passed. She was 80 years old. And the Dow Jones Industrial Average passed 20,000 points for the first time in its 120-year history. Statewide unemployment rate has been falling steady for the last 3 months, going from 5.3% to 5.0%. The Metropolitan Area Planning Commission has approved rezoning property on North Grant to general commercial. This is in accordance with Envision Enid Comprehensive Plan. Tonight in sports, the Chisholm High School Longhorn girls and boys will play Hennessy at 6:30 p.m. and 8 p.m., and they will play Alva tomorrow, also in Enid at the same time. Tomorrow, additionally, Enid High School Pacers and Plainsmen will travel to Midwest City and play at 6 p.m. and 7:30 p.m., and will play Lawton and Enid Saturday at 5 and 6 p.m. Last night, Oklahoma City Thunder took on New Orleans. The score was Oklahoma City 114, New Orleans 105. They will play again tonight at 7 p.m. in Oklahoma City. And on this day in history, President John F. Kennedy appoints Janet Treville as his personal physician, making her the first woman in history to hold the post. And in 1979, The Dukes of Hazzard, a television comedy about two good old boy cousins in the rural South and their souped-up 1969 Dodge Charger known as General Lee, debuts on CBS. And that's the Oklahoma Minute. Back to you, Steve and Jamara.
Dukes of Hazzard. What a show.
Yeah, it was a fun one.
That was a fun one. Nice car. I'd like to have that car today. So
I think everybody did. Every teenager at that time,
true.
right?
if you can hang around for 8 o'clock, you will be entertained by Mr. Historian himself, Bob Clemmy. We had the opportunity to sit down with Bob, and he talked about the Chisholm Trail and his work and really marking that trail. And that's coming up at 8 o'clock this morning, so keep that in mind. Right here on Channel 12 and High Definition 112. So, real quick, the 3-day forecast, Ms. Jamara.
Well, it's going to be a cold weekend. As you can see, the highest temperature will be on Sunday with 55 degrees. And the lowest will be on Friday, 28. It's going to be windy on Saturday. Overall, normal temperature for January. Steve?
Okay.
Bundle up.
Very good. I'll bundle up. Real quick, let's see if we can get with Brooke and see what all the entertainment events are about at 7:55 this morning.
Good morning, Enid. We have several events, as usual, coming up with Harlem Globetrotters on February 2nd. And we do have group discounts available, so you'll want to check those out by giving us a phone call at 616-7381. Ask for Kyle. And then we will have the Youth and Family Services Valentine's Gala again in our grand ballroom, just right over here next door. We're glad to have that event back. For more information, you can visit their website or ours. And then for our next event here in the Event Center, we will want you to come on down for the Price is Right Live on March 4th. Now, you don't have to have a ticket to be a contestant. However, we really encourage you because you'll want to see this great event that you've always seen on TV, and it'll be here in Enid, America. So then we'll have Newsboys on March 17th. Now, group tickets are available for that event as well. You'll want to give us a call for that. And for a full list of all of our upcoming events, cnbcenter.com. Thank you, and back to you in the studio, Steve and Jamara.
And before we go, let's not forget about our Adopt a Pet Enid. You can contact the number 249-4910. Remember, there are many pets that need a good home to be in. So that's it. Adopt a Pet Enid, 249-4910.
I think we can look at that right now.
Yeah.
Like this are found and brought to Enid Animal Control every day. All of these animals are in need of good homes. Please consider adopting a dog or a cat from Enid Animal Shelter. Call us at 249-4910 or come down and see us at 1200 South 10th Street.
Good morning, Enid at 7:58, and again, 249-4910 is the number to call. We invited some of our special guests. My new bodyguard, Amanda Talley's with us. Rock her pepper, by the way. And then the young lady to my left, First Lieutenant Shelley Spryer. Is that correct, Shelley? Thank you for your service to our country. I met First Lieutenant this week at a reception at Vance, so thank you for your service. Thanks for just popping in.
Yes, sir. Thanks for having us.
Thank you for your service.
You just elbowed your way in here, so. Yeah. Anyway, we got 10 seconds to say goodbye, so.
Well, make it a great day, Enid.
That was quick.
Yes.
Okay, make it a great day. We'll see you next Thursday.
Yes.